On the surface, the phrase, "it's all in your head," can sound harmless. Sometimes we do misinterpret situations. Sometimes anxiety affects how we see things, and we spend time thinking about situations that don't actually exist. We all have moments where our emotions influence our perspective. In immature relationships, this phrase can take on a very different meaning. Instead of having a conversation where two people understand each other, it can be used as a way to dismiss someone's experience without actually addressing what they're saying. This phrase can be used by anyone: medical professionals, partners, your boss, co-workers, your parents. Regardless of who is using it, it is used to dismiss what you're saying and introduce self-doubt. People who resort to this phrase lack emotional skills, and so they're using it as a tactic to shut down conversations or shift the focus. Emotionally immature people struggle with discomfort, especially when they feel criticized, embarrassed, or responsible for hurting someone. Rather than becoming curious about someone else's perspective, they say it's all in your head to invalidate it. This phrase says your reaction is the problem, and it shifts the focus away from the original topic. If every concern is met with, "you're too sensitive, you're imagining things, you're remembering that wrong," eventually you start questioning yourself instead of looking honestly at situations. The hidden message behind "it's all in your head" is don't trust yourself. Trust me instead. That is a powerful message because we rely on our own observations to navigate the world. When someone repeatedly teaches you that your feelings and perceptions cannot be trusted, you may begin looking outside yourself for permission to believe what you've already experienced. And when someone stops trusting themselves, they become much more dependent on others to tell them what is real. Am I imagining this? Am I overreacting? Maybe I'm the problem. Now, this doesn't mean that every disagreement is gaslighting. Many people do remember things differently. Two people can still have different perspectives and respect each other. If I had a dream that a lion was chasing me through the woods, you don't question that I had a dream because most humans dream, even though you can't see the dream. And from where dreams are kind of crazy anyways, you likely would not start correcting me that it wasn't a lion that I saw. It was really a bear because I was in the woods and lions don't live in the woods. You would likely take it at face value that I had a crazy dream where I was being chased by a lion in the woods. It's kind of the same with memories. People literally remember things differently, and they could be remembering it correctly or incorrectly, but all they have is the memory to go on. That's why regardless of what actually happened, you have to work with that perspective and respect it instead of trying to change somebody's mind and their memory. Emotionally mature people are willing to explore these differences. They might say, "I remember it differently, but I don't doubt that your experience is real and valid. Help me understand how you experienced it." They don't automatically dismiss the other person's reality. Healing often involves learning to trust yourself again. Now, this doesn't mean assuming that every thought and feeling is correct. It means recognizing that your experiences deserve to be examined, not immediately rejected. Healthy relationships allow room for curiosity and mutual understanding. They don't require you to abandon your own perception and adopt someone else's version of reality. Have a good day.